Hello students, as I have said in the second part of the video which was regarding the chapter profit, divisible profit and dividend, that in next video I will discuss about two important questions that usually occurs from this chapter. So now I am going to deal with the first question that usually occurs and I will tell you about the answer of each and every kind of question which I am going to deal here. First question is, can dividend be distributed from the capital? Can dividend be distributed from the capital? Now, for writing the answer of this question, you need to first explain it. So I've written the explanation and now I'm going to give the explanation, the perfect explanation that should be written as far as this question is concerned. So can dividend be distributed from the capital? The answer is no. It cannot be distributed. According to the Companies Act, no dividend can be paid out of the capital, as it expressly provides in section 123 that dividend is payable only out of current profit or past undistributed profits, a mixed at after providing the depreciation, which means the dividend will only be distributed out of the current profit or past undistributed profit arrived at after providing for depreciation. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जो भी अमाउंट ऑफ डिविडेंड रहेगा वो या तो हम अपने करंट ईयर के प्रॉफिट से उसे पेमेंट करेंगे या फिर कोई पास्ट ईयर का कोई अनडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉफिट से जो कि नहीं दिया गया था उसमें से हम इस डिविडेंड को अगर पेमेंट करना चाहे तो कर सकते हैं. अ मिक्स्ड एट आफ्टर प्रोवाइडिंग द डेप्रिसिएशन, मतलब या तो हम इंडिविजुअली सिर्फ और सिर्फ करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट से दे दें या तो इंडिविजुअली पास्ट अनडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉफिट से दे दें या तो हम कुछ करंट ईयर प्रॉफिट से दे दें कुछ अनडिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड प्रॉफिट से दे दें, मिक्स भी कर सकते हैं. बट आफ्टर प्रोवाइडिंग द डेप्रिसिएशन कटने के बाद. देयरफॉर इट इफ द मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन और आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन even empower the company to declare dividend out of capital, such powers become automatically invalid. If the मान लीजिए कोई कंपनी ने मेमोरेंडम ऑफ एसोसिएशन या आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन में सर लिख दिया है कि आप कंपनी के शेयर होल्डर्स को डिविडेंड उसके कैपिटल से दे सकते हैं, तो यह पावर लिखने से कोई फ़ायदा नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ऐसा लिखने के बाद भी जब आप पावर को एक्सरसाइज करने जाएंगे तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली इनवैलिड हो जाएगी, क्योंकि आप ऐसा कर ही नहीं सकते. क्योंकि इफ़ इट इज़ पेड फ्रॉम द कैपिटल देन इट मीन्स दैट द कैपिटल इज़ बीइंग रिटर्न टू द शेयर होल्डर्स इन एन इनलीगल मैनर. अगर हम इसका पेमेंट कैपिटल से करते हैं तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि शेयर होल्डर को जो हम पैसे दे रहे हैं एज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिविडेंड इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ रिटर्निंग द कैपिटल विच इज़ प्रीवियसली गिवन बाय दोज शेयर होल्डर्स इटसेल्फ, बट इन एन इनलीगल मैनर. शेयर होल्डर को तो पैसे दिए जाते हैं वापस, लेकिन ये मेथड अगर हम अपना रहे हैं डिविडेंड देने में उनके कैपिटल से, तो ये एक इलीगल मैनर है और ये गलत है. सो डिविडेंड कैन नॉट बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड फ्रॉम द कैपिटल. इसके अंदर दो रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं. रिस्ट्रिक्शंस में सबसे पहली रिस्ट्रिक्शंस आती है क्रेडिटर्स राइट ऑन कैपिटल. क्रेडिटर्स राइट ऑन कैपिटल. एट द टाइम ऑफ लिक्विडेशंस creditor have prior rights over the shareholders for getting the payment in case of need out of shareholders capital. At the time of लिक्विडेशंस के समय क्रेडिटर हैव प्रायर राइट. क्रेडिटर के पास पहले से राइट होती है शेयर होल्डर के खिलाफ कि वो पहले पेमेंट पाए. इन द केस ऑफ नीड, अगर ज़रूरत पड़ती है तो हमको उसे शेयर होल्डर्स के कैपिटल में से भी क्रेडिटर को पेमेंट करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स वाई डिविडेंड कांट बी पेड आउट ऑफ कैपिटल टू द शेयर होल्डर्स. ये भी एक रीज़न हो सकता है कि डिविडेंड कैन नॉट बी पेड आउट ऑफ कैपिटल टू द शेयर होल्डर्स. नेक्स्ट इज इट वुड बी इलीगल टू डिक्रीज द कैपिटल विदाउट कोर्ट्स परमिशंस. दिस line it would be illegal to decrease the capital without court's permission comes under section 66, which says no company can reduce its capital without prior approval of court. Therefore, distributions of dividend out of capital is illegal. Even if the article of associations of the company allows to distribute the dividend out of capital, it will remain illegal. So overall, dividend cannot be distributed from the capital. Next question which plays a very important role as far as the dividend and profit chapter has been concerned is, can dividend be distributed from capital profits? Now I'm going to tell you about the explanations regarding this question. So capital profit is only used for write off the capital losses. For write off the capital losses, only the capital profit is going to be used. But we can also use for two things apart from writing off the capital losses. What are those two things? First is issue of bonus share out of capital profit. By this, our capital assets of a company will also not get affected. By this, our liquid assets of a company, not capital assets, liquid assets of the company will also not get affected, because issue of bonus shares out of capital profit, then we can say that liquidity is coming in our business, so our liquid assets of a company will not get affected. Next, conditions of dividend paid in the cash out of capital profit. Out of the capital profit, cash dividends are paid on some conditions, but there are some conditions. What are those conditions? First is after writing off all the capital losses by it. Dividend can be paid out of the capital profit, but after writing off all the capital losses, because capital losses can be reimbursed by the capital profit only. Here revenue profit can't be used. So after writing off all the capital losses, the dividend can be paid out of capital profit also. Second is after the payment of all debt liability, after the payment of all debt liability, then also it remains. मतलब डेप्ट के पेमेंट के बाद भी हमारे पास कुछ ना कुछ लायबिलिटी बच जाती है, तब then pay the cash dividend out of profit. Then you can pay the cash dividend out of capital profit. So these are the two conditions which needs to be taken into consideration as far as the conditions of dividend paid in the cash out of capital profit. Next is, here one note is there, which is payment of interest out of capital profit. Payment of interest out of capital profit. Look, it is also paid on some condition which I am going to tell you. First is having provisions to give interest from capital. If you are having the provision in the books of account, then you can give interest from capital. Second, it should not more than 4%. It should not more than 4%. And third, received consent from central government. If you have received the consent from the central government, then you can pay the interest out of capital. Next is preference share dividend and their arrears. There are two types of preference share. First is cumulative preference share and second is non-cumulative preference share. If we talk about cumulative preference share, then every year they are the first. Every year the cumulative preference shareholder are the first to whom dividend are paid. But if not have dividend, then they are shown as a contingent liability and are paid in next year with previous year amount. So this is the case of cumulative preference share. Next is non-cumulative preference share. If we are not having or we are not able to gain the profits, then no dividend distributions can be made to these shareholders. Here one thing needs to be taken into consideration, that for the payment of dividend to these shareholders, the amount of the retained earning are not to be used. So this is the case for the preference shareholder as far as the payment of dividend is concerned. Third note is interim dividend. Dividend given at the end of the year is the normal dividend which we are reading in this chapter. But if in first half of the year we get to know about the sufficient amount of profit, so we will give dividend in the mid of annual year also. So those kind of dividend is termed to be interim dividend. So if it is decided that dividend is 12% to be given, then it should be continued in the coming years. But if in case we are not able to gain that much profit at any year, then also company has to sell its asset and give the dividend. That's why every company not bear to take this loss. That's why they used to give an kind of an interim dividend in the mid of the year itself, so that in the coming year rate of dividend can be continued. मतलब कंटिन्यूएशन बना रहे, इसलिए वो बीच में इंटरिम डिविडेंड के नाम पे डिविडेंड दे देती, क्योंकि उनको देना तो एक परसेंटेज ऑफ अमाउंट है ही, तो चूँकि लास्ट में अगर अमाउंट नहीं बचेगा तो उसे अपनी एसेट्स को बेचना पड़ेगा, तो उस परसेंटेज ऑफ अमाउंट का कुछ परसेंटेज वो बीच में देती रहती, तो उसे हम इंटरिम डिविडेंड कहते हैं. फोर्थ एंड द लास्ट इज बोनस शेयर्स. sometime at the place of interim dividend, we usually provide bonus shares to the shareholders. If we are having sufficient amount of profit, so to build up the capital structure, we usually gives bonus share. Like for an example, capital is equal to 10 lakh. We are having the capital is equal to 10 lakh and retained earning is rupees 3 lakh. So we can say that 30 lakh. Capital is 10 lakh and retained earning is 30 lakh. Suppose. So we can say that it is not a good capital structure. सो रिटेन अर्निंग का जो 30 लाख है उसमें से 20 लाख का बोनस शेयर इफ़ वी इशूड देन द कैपिटल विल इक्वल टू 30 लाख, जो कि मेरा पिछले साल 10 लाख था, इस साल 30 लाख हो गया। और रिटेन अर्निंग जो कि 30 लाख था उसमें से 20 लाख मैंने कैपिटल इशू बोनस शेयर के रूप में इशू कर दिया, तो वो 20 लाख हो गया। तो इट विल टेल एज साउंड कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर। So this is the full criteria of dividend, interim dividend and bonus shares. So this video is regarding the two questions which usually occurs in this chapter. So hope you have liked this video. So do share, do subscribe my channel to get very important update as far as the BCom topics is been concerned. Here is the full end of this chapter named as profit, divisible profit and dividend. This video I had created in 3 parts. So do watch every part of this video to collect all the information. Do subscribe my channel Manish on all important topics to get all important lectures regarding BCom. Thank you.